Pew 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 pew. Yo, what's up YouTube, and welcome back to the channel. I just want to say thank you for the support. Today I'm going to be talking about my home defense weapon. I'm going to be going over very detailedly on all the attachments and accessories that I chose for this specific setup and how I like it personalized for how I use it. Anyways, let's just get right into it. Like and subscribe to this channel. I really do appreciate it. Let's go. Alright guys, so here we have it. This right here is my complete home defense setup right here. And let's just go ahead and dive into some of the details and the specific accessories, attachments that I put on this build. And we're just going to go over why. Alright, so starting off. This is a BCM upper receiver. And this is a 11.5 inch barrel. And the handguard is a BCM handguard. This is the MCMR 10. So all that means is it's a 10 inch handguard. So I like that it goes all the way up to the back of your muzzle device for a nice clean look. Covers up that barrel. Alright, and it has a standard BCM bolt carrier group. So that's what we got in there. Now, let's just go ahead and go tip to butt, starting from the beginning. Now, this right here is a surefire RC2 suppressor. Underneath of it is a, what's it called? A warcomp. Alright, so there is the surefire warcomp right there. It is timed for a right-hand shooter. This is the muzzle device that I chose because it is a flash suppressor slash compensator, and it is also the adaptive part that you need to put on the suppressor. Alright, so right over here we have a Surefire Scout Mini. So this is I think it's a 500 lumens, I believe. This is the mini version of the bigger brother. And attached to that, on the other side, we have a Unity Tactical hot button. So this button here actuates the light. It's really nice. Let me just show you real quick. So I like that button there. You just press it with your thumb. And I chose this one because as you can see, it is offset. Oops. It is offset to the 45-degree angle. So it fits very natural when I grab my weapon. It fits very natural on my thumb, and it's easy to actuate. That's why I chose that placement. Moving on, we have a magpul Mbus. This is the older version, the older model. It's polymer, not steel. But I really like it because this little lever here, it's just so convenient and so easy. Now, for a polymer backup sight, it is pretty robust and durable. Obviously, it's not going to be as robust as a steel, but I mean, I don't bang up my weapon too much. And this little lever here, I just really like that. It's just push right there, or you can also push the button right here, and that actuates it as well. So that's why I chose that. Now for wire management. So we got the wire coming out of the back of the light, and it's nicely zip tied to the rail. And then this right here is a nightstick wire management cap. It's just plastic or polymer, and then it pretty much just protects the wire going over the Picatinny rail, so it just covers that part. And then it goes right into my hot button there, and that's what I chose. I really like the way that is. We just have a QD right here, the one that came with the rifle or the weapon. It's a QD BCM for your sling. Right here we got a EOTech. This is the EXPS3 model. So it is capable for night vision if you plan to use it for that. The reason why I got it is because it is the QD model. So it is a quick detach right here. This little lever here, you could pop this EOTech off if you wanted to for quick and easy taking on and off in case it gets damaged. I could throw this off, and then I could use my backup iron sights if need be. The EOTech is sitting on top of a unity riser. So this raises the optic up slightly so that when you're presenting your weapon, it's pretty much eye level right here, and you don't have to dip your head in too much and try and find that reticle. Now, people may have different opinions on what they like, but for me, I just like presenting the weapon up right to my eye, and I don't have to do anything extra. I find this to be not only more comfortable, but for me, it's a little bit more quicker as well. So that's sitting on a unity riser right there. And of course, I bought the magpul Mbus as a set. So here's the back set right here. Here is the charging handle. And I got the geissele airborne charging handle. And the reason why I got this is because the lip has a very high lip. All right, and this high lip, what it does is it allows, well, it doesn't allow, but it prevents some of that gas to be blown back in your face when you're running a can or a suppressor. So the geissele airborne charging handle, it really helps mitigate gas blowback to the face when running suppressed. That's why I got it, because it has a very high lip. So it keeps that gas away from your face a little bit, and it has really nice aggressive texturing on the levers. And geissele, it's just a great company, right? Moving on to the trigger. I don't know if you can see that. It's a flat bowed trigger by geissele. This is the SDE, Super Dynamic Enhanced. I really like it. It's a 2-stage trigger. So when you're pulling down on that trigger, there's a little wall right there, nice little wall. There's a little bit of takeaway, and then just a little crack. I mean, this trigger, not only is it comfortable, fast, but it's very accurate. That 2-stage trigger is really good if you're taking further shots, and it's still really fast up close. I love the geissele 2-stage trigger, so that's what I'm rocking in there. I have a green Mod 3 BCM pistol grip. So I really like BCM's furniture a lot. I think it's comfortable, it's very ergonomics, and man, it just feels great and it looks really good. BCM makes a lot of good stuff, don't they? So we got the, what's this called? The Radian Talon safety selector, and I set it up on the 45-degree throw. So you're able to set it up 45-degree throw, and it's nice because it is ambidextrous, so it has a lever on the other side as well. That's why I went with the Radian Talon 45-degree safety. And obviously, you see the theme of this weapon. A lot of green furniture, and that's kind of the look I was going for, black and green. Moving on to the rear end of the gun, we have a Law Tactical Folding Stock. I went with this one. It was more pricey than the other options out there, but this one, I mean, the reviews were so great and it's so robust. Push down this lever and I mean, it collapsed down really nice. And you know, if you take the suppressor off, this can truly be not only a home defense weapon, but it could be a really great truck gun as well because it's compact and it just fits in more tighter places, to be honest. And while we're in here, let's go ahead and take a look right here. Okay, this is my buffer spring and tube. So I have the geissele 42 Super spring setup and Super 42 spring setup. And this is the H2 buffer. So I went with the H2 buffer because it's a little bit heavier. Since I'm going to be running suppressed primarily, it's nice to have a little bit heavier buffer to compensate for that extra pressure blowing back. And behind the buffer is the spring, and the spring is also a geissele Super 42 spring. So you've seen they have the braided wire spring versus just the single wire spring. So I really like geissele's spring setup as well. That braided wire looks and feels really nice. It gets rid of that little twang sound when you're shooting your gun. So that's what I like. Another good thing I like about this folding stock is that you can simply and quickly turn it into a rocket launcher. Obviously in the back, I have a SBA3 tactical pistol brace. And I have a little, just a multi-cam black, I think this is called a splitfix by Wisemen company. I just got it mainly for aesthetics. I think it matches the overall theme of this weapon pretty well. So that's what I got right there. And right under the rail, we have the Strike Industries rail covers. So these Strike Industries rail covers are the single, so they're like single tabs, right? So you buy it as a pack of like 5 or 6, and you individually place them where you want it on these M-lock sections. So you can really customize on where you want those to be. And how I set it up is like wherever my skin on my hand is touching the rail, that's where I have one of those singular rail covers right there. So I kind of grip it like this. So right where my hand sits on the weapon, that's where I have those rail covers right there. Oh, I forgot. So yeah, it's a BCM upper receiver, and the lower, I almost forgot, is an Aero Precision model M4E1. So what do you guys think? This is my complete setup. It took me, a couple years to really figure out what I want. This didn't look the same 2 years ago, I'll tell you that much right now. I tried different things, different optics, replaced it with what I have now. I had it set up a little bit differently than it is now, changed out a few things, and my overall build came out to this right here. So yeah guys, that's pretty much everything. I'm pretty sure I went through in detail every little part and accessory that was thrown onto this weapon. I hope you enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe. I do appreciate that a lot. And this costed me total, I want to say around the $3,000 to $4,000 after everything. Obviously an optic can get pretty expensive, and the can as well is another expensive item. Those two things alone are probably the most expensive things that was thrown onto this build, other than the upper receiver itself. So yeah, I'd say everything was right around $3,000, maybe more, to put this all together. So yeah, anyways guys, thanks for tuning in. I will see you guys in the next one. Take care. God bless.